Welcome to another episode of The Lamp is On. I am Johnnie.
And I'm your girl, Armoni. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to this week's episode. And today we are going to discuss some more things that have been happening within the social media world. A lot of things have happened so far. A lot of things keep happening in 2020. So, we got to keep the updates coming because we're like the news for y'all. For the people who don't watch the news.
Like yourself.
AKA, yes. But, we're just going to give y'all updates. So, let's get into the video.
Okay, calm down. So, the first thing that we're going to talk about is Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
She just accepted the nomination. Joe Biden accepted as well. The Democratic nomination for VP. So my question is, how do you feel about this? Will be the first, the first black female to be nominated for a major party for VP. How do you feel about that whole thing? Is it really a big deal to your generation, or is just another election?
Honestly, for me, I would say that this is a big deal. That's my opinion for myself. But for this generation, they don't see it as a big deal. Some of us don't even know who she is. Honestly, I can say before she was elected, I didn't know who she was until I saw her pop up on my feed, and I just kept hearing everyone say, "Oh my God, Kamala Harris is Joe Biden's VP," and I'm like, "Who is that?" So my grandma was like, "Kamala Harris is his VP." I was, who is this person? But I did find out that she's like I think this is wrong. A judge?
No. She was a prosecutor.
She's not a judge. She's a what?
She was a
prosecutor?
But now she's a senator of California.
Okay. So you guys, just like Johnnie said, she was okay. But yeah, I didn't know who she was before.
Clearly you don't know.
Yeah, so make sure you cut all this part out in the video, okay? But I do feel like this is going to be a big deal. She's going to be able to tell the African American community's perspective within higher power. And I believe this is going to be a strong comeback. We had a major downfall in the year of 2020. And I feel her and Joe Biden, since he was underneath Barack Obama, he's going to take a lot of characteristics up from him and bring them back into the White House. That's honestly how I personally see this. But it may or may not go that way. So we just got to hope for the best.
All right. Like a lot of people have been saying, Barack Obama went in the White House and he didn't do enough for the black community. So what's the point of putting her in as VP? They aren't going to do anything for our community. We've been struggling for a while, right? So it's like, do we expect the president and the vice president to just deal with us, or what? How do you feel about it?
They should deal with everybody. Everybody have their struggles. It's not I understand that we're going through this time of, the black community is struggling because we are, but we're not the only people, because you do have other people of different races and different colors who are struggling as well. And not just to say that when they do get inside of that White House, they can just put all their focus towards the black community, because then they're not going to be helping anybody else. And I don't want to be in a situation where If I was on the other side, I wouldn't want that to happen, you know, for just somebody to be focusing on one particular group and not the rest of the country, if that makes any sense. But I do see where you're coming from, because we have struggled a lot, and you know it would be better to come up. But I feel like we are coming up in the world in our own ways, in our own time, and personally we are, with like Black-owned business and everybody doing what they need to do. Hey, we just got somebody in the Black community running for vice president. That's huge.
This is a advertisement alert because our short film is coming out on Friday. And so with that being said, I want to talk to you about this thing called friendship. Why is it so difficult for, I'd say anybody, but mainly females, to be friends or keep a friendship?
Because there's so much drama going on. So girls nowadays have the tendency to think, oh, I'm better than you. And it's always some type of, I want to have this power to where I'm over you and you can't beat me. Like, we can't be at the same level. It's always got to be somebody that's over you. But what they're not understanding is it's okay to be on the same level as somebody. And or even if they pass you, you're supposed to support them, do whatever they do. Now, if it gets to the point where they're bragging about it and not being humble, then okay, I can see that. But you don't want to take it too far as where drama, fighting, somebody getting killed and all of that. You just want to take it to the point where you begin to step back for yourself and be like, okay, I don't need to hang around this negativity anymore. I just need to stay to myself. And if I keep pushing and keep grinding, I will eventually pass her or pass that person, whoever it is, and become better than them. Like, you should never want to wish bad on anybody else. But girls have the tendency to be messy, especially like a group of girls. So that's why a lot of school fights happen with a lot of girls. Mainly it can be because of a boy. It can be simple as she bumped me in the hallway. Literally. But it's just that girls have I don't want to say attitude problems, but we have, like, sometimes girls can be very moody. And it's like, okay, I'm having a bad day and I don't want people to talk to me. I don't want people to touch me. And that I'm walking in the hallway and somebody literally just pushes me and sets everything off. It's like, okay, I'm done. Put everything down and let's fight. Just be over dumb stuff. But yeah.
So, and I'm gonna pose this question to you because I know that you have a boy best friend. Is it to have a friendship with a boy or deal with another female as a friend?
Is it harder?
Yeah. Like, which is harder, to have a boy best friend or a girl best friend?
I would say it will be harder to have a girl best friend. Why? Because,
I said, really?
Yes. It's harder to have.
Y'all are the same. Everything is the same. Why is it so difficult?
It's difficult because it's easy to get them, okay? It's easy to get a girl best friend. Okay. Now, that's completely different for a boy best friend. It's very hard to have a boy best friend. But it's easy to get a girl best friend because girls get so attached, okay? So that's how we can literally only have lunch together and start making conversation. And now we're friends and we only see each other at lunch. and you exchange phone numbers. You got Instagram, you got social media, you got all of that, and now you talk on a daily basis, and you feel like you have become closer. You feel like you know that whole entire person's life, and instantly y'all become best friends. For a boy best friends, it takes them a while, and it literally be like, okay, this person is actually going to stay here, so now I can trust them.
Is it taking a while because you don't know if they're trying to be with you or be just your friend? Is that what's going on?
Yes. Yes.
So you know when you just want to be friends with the guy versus want to be with the guy? Y'all got some strange rules now. Y'all generation is crazy.
It's just you have to have that conversation with that person, as well as you just have to have that conversation with that person. Just let them know, like, hey, I see you as a brother, or like, that's basically what it is. But with the girl,
friend zone.
Yeah, basically. You friend zone them. You just have to let them know that. But in order for a girl, how am I trying to phrase this? Okay, to be friends with a girl, it's very hard to keep them because of like, girl tends to do this thing of like, he say, I say, she say, whatever. It's drama. So like every time somebody says something to like a person, they feel like they have the need to go back and tell the other person or whatever and stuff like that. And it's hard because let's take the instance of the best friend meeting them at lunch. You haven't known this person for like a year. You just met them. Y'all feel like y'all know each other because you see her at lunch. That's your friend. You see her at lunch. Y'all have conversation all the time and stuff like that. But then something comes to find out, like one of the girls say something about the other person, and they don't even go to that person and ask them if it's true or not. They just take it and roll with it.
Why? Why don't?
That's what girls just do.
Why don't y'all just go? Cause y'all like to take stuff and then y'all like to go and do research and all this stuff, but y'all don't do the simplest thing. Go to that person.
I don't know. Personally, for me, I don't like drama at all. I try to keep it out my life as much as possible. If something comes to me, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna tell this person, right? Or just don't tell me at all, because I can honestly care less, like, really. But I guess girls have to have this sense of they want everybody else to know, like, what's going on. Yeah, girls are confusing. They really are. They're confusing.
Wow. So that's why y'all just rather deal with a guy best friend.
Yeah. Because then if you ever have a problem with somebody, like with like somebody you're beginning to like, you can go to him and be like, hey, I need help, or something like that. You can't go if you go to a girl, they gonna tell you the wrong thing. Okay, you need to break out with him. That's what it is. But it has its pros and its cons, because having a guy best friend, you can't always talk to them about certain things.
Okay, now we getting some.
Yeah.
So
you can't always talk to them about certain things.
That's what I'm trying to understand. Why is it so difficult for y'all little drama queens to come together? Because there are certain things that you wouldn't be able to tell a guy best friend that you could tell a girl best friend, but you and the girl best friend are feuding with each other because it looked at you wrong.
Yeah. Really.
And that's when y'all start to keep everything to yourself. You get all bogged up and emotions and all that stuff. That's what's really clogging y'all up.
Yes. Girls tend to hold a lot in, and it just comes to a point where you get tired of it. You're holding so much in, and finally somebody can say something simple as hey, and you take it the wrong way and go off. Completely off. Like, I mean, you're ripping everybody's heads off. You're telling everybody off. I have seen it happen.
I don't understand.